I am Dave. I am from Doughnut Daddy, a mobile catering donut service here in Charleston. And I am here with Big Ben, and we are going to be snacking and yakking.
This is Dave Magdeburger of Doughnut Daddy, and he came to hang out and do some snacking and yakking with me. I reached out, or actually you reached out to me. We were putting out there, hey, who wants to come on the show? And you were like, I'd like to. I also know a lot of other food trucks
Yeah.
in town, and I said that is so perfect because I am trying to crack into more food trucks because what you guys do is amazing. And what I'm looking at across the way is amazing. He said, I'll bring the donuts. And I said, well, then let me bring the drink.
Yeah.
And he said he wants
We're going with nice black coffee.
black coffee.
But you're also having coffee.
Okay, yeah, we talked about this. Okay, is that right? I mean, you don't want any sugar or anything in it, just black coffee?
No, I like the effect. Maybe
So
not even
then-
the taste.
So then the sugar comes from the donuts.
Exactly. It's a well-balanced meal.
I thought about that because I didn't get any sugar in this, right? Okay, so here's the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, go to my camera. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 55, Dave Magdeburger. I am having coffee. This is a decaf latte. Today. It's a momentous occasion. It's going to blow up on social media. It's going to fucking be a melee.
You'll never go back.
And I think I might now. But I wanted to do coffee with the donuts. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, our time.
Yep.
You know, the episode, it'll probably be almost 9 o'clock in the morning, your time, but this is 9 o'clock in the morning when we tape, and normally we don't tape so early. So I'm like, I'll try decaf. So either I'm going to like it or I'm going to hate it, but I think your donuts are going to make up for it. I might find myself doing a dip. I don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah, man.
But Dave,
Well,
welcome to the
cheers.
show, man. Here we go.
Enjoy.
Ooh, that's interesting. But you know what?
Milky.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. The milk probably,
Cuts it.
yeah, because I don't mind coffee taste, you know, like it's just, I could never drink it because of the way it made me
jitters.
feel.
Yeah.
The jittery, icky, blah, blah, blah. But before we get into your wonderful snack, please tell me about Doughnut Daddy. You know, the origin, what inspired that ginormous truck
Yeah.
that is sitting outside in our parking lot right now.
So, pretty interesting story. So I come from a food trucking background.
Okay.
8 years in the game, but actually only 1 year in donuts.
What'd you do before that?
So before that, I was a taco guy. So I was Taco Dave before I was Doughnut Daddy, and that was kind of my whole entire identity. And yeah, I traveled the country making tacos. I moved here with this big taco truck about 2.5 years ago,
Right.
and then I just had kind of this breaking moment where I just wanted to do something else.
You know, I was going to tell you, there used to be a vegan donut truck called Diggity Donuts. And I think they had the little blue door, where they had a brick and mortar called Blue Door or something like that. But Diggity Donuts, and they used to have vegan donuts. And that was the only donut truck that I knew of for like a long time. And I don't even know if they're still in the game. But if you came to town with a taco truck a couple years ago, there's plenty of those.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
So definitely you would have, I mean, not that I don't doubt that your food would have competed just fine,
Oh yeah.
but you would have faced a lot more competition and fighting for the spots that you could go to. Is that the main thing? Like, we already have a taco truck who kind of comes here
Right.
once a week. And so you're fighting. But
Yeah,
here
you're
at
definitely-
Donuts, you're like,
I fit in.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and we get along with a lot of different types of cuisine, so it's a lot more fun to kind of collab with people, you know, working with them. The event coordinator, I don't have to dominate in terms of, you know, X, Y, and Z. We just do donuts. You
That's
know?
it.
We can
Keep
do we can do coffee, we can do little simple drinks, but you know, our big thing is we just make people happy with mini donuts. So that's kind of the whole basis of it.
So it's only mini. You don't do large
These are the
scale?
only size I'm doing right now. I'm not saying
Excellent.
that we can't, but
Right.
as of right now, the mini donuts are kind of the fun game. It makes for like a lighter snack.
Sure.
you know,
If
you-
it's
and then
fits the
if
show,
you
I
want
wouldn't have had you on here.
if you
It was
want to
full
get
size.
if you want to get more, then you know just eat a bunch of them.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right. Mash them
Yeah,
together.
yeah. You can make a little
Mm.
donut sandwich.
I'll tell you, man. So your donut flavors, we'll get into, I see you got a couple different ones, but your donut flavors, how does your truck kind of go? Does it go more the wacky stuff like places like Duck are doing, or does it go a little more traditional like your Krispy Kremes or your other thing like that? Like what's the
So mini donuts traditionally are going to be a more cinnamon sugar base. So
okay.
that's like our number one seller. It's what a lot of people just gravitate towards the classic. We do have another couple flavors that we always keep on. We always have a French toast, which is my personal favorite. So that's like the next level of the cinnamon sugar.
Yeah,
adding
absolutely.
maple and powdered sugar. So that's going to be my favorite donut. We do chocolate, and then we always do one fun flavor. So right now we're doing a Cadbury, kind of a Easter slash
Am I
spring.
looking at the robin's eggs?
That's the
on that?
robin's
Are you
eggs.
dead serious?
Yeah,
That is like my thing is the robin's eggs and the Cadbury mini eggs.
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so fantastic.
So we always have like one that we're always kind of playing with, and sometimes it's been as wild as tomato soup and grilled cheese inspired. We've done
Ooh.
spicy donuts, savory donuts. We've done super sweet donuts. We've done strawberry. We've done anything that's like kind of on the mind, but we like to keep one that will engage,
Yeah,
and one that kind of excites people.
absolutely.
So,
The one that Diggity kind of snared me with was a peanut butter sriracha.
wow.
Didn't think it worked, but it was a peanut butter glaze, and then they drizzled this like sriracha on it, and it was like kind of tiger striped or kind of whatever. But that's sweet,
Oh, yeah.
that nutty, and that hot. It just all of it worked, and I
Yes.
was just like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I went to all kinds of events seeking them out. I was addicted, but a tomato and grill, I can't say I wouldn't try it.
Yeah.
I'll try anything.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. I will eat anything.
It was
I'll eat
a
the
lot
freaking carpet
better
if
than
you
you
don't
would
stop
have
me.
assumed. It was a fun one. So
But I mean, was it tied to an event, or you're just like, hey, find my
yeah, so
truck,
we were doing a Duke's the Duke's Hot Tomato Summer. They were doing a
Okay.
program last year where you could enter into this, essentially a catalog of local restaurants that were all featuring something Duke's and something tomato.
Okay, so
And,
what were you using the Dukes in?
So the Duke's was like the cheese sauce. So I like to make my
Oh.
grilled cheese with mayonnaise.
Who did that? Not Papa. Not your grandfather. He would put butter inside of the grilled cheese.
He had a problem with butter.
Somebody I know though does do mayonnaise inside the grilled cheese, and I like
I
mayo.
lay it on the outside. So you ever like
Oh, so you
use
do it on
that
the bread.
as the butter.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's it definitely brings some extra flavor and I think like a really nice consistent toast. So when I thought about how do I
You're gonna do
combine
it?
tomatoes and mayonnaise, that was just my initial kind of thought. So,
Now, do your donuts use the egg and oil thing? Because that's the substitution everybody uses too. They use mayo instead of straight egg or oil. They just kind of do the combination of the two, and that usually makes a fluffier this, or there's all these hints from Heloise kind of.
yeah, there's no mayonnaise in these. I can't give out the secret recipe.
Do not,
But we do not use a mayonnaise in the actual mix.
You know what? We're going to sit here and keep talking about it. Why don't we just go ahead and get into
Yeah,
it?
let's break into
But
it.
before we get into it, please follow, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will save some of these donuts. They might be a little stale, but I will give you one if you do all that.
All right, so
Look at
these are
this.
the classics. These
Now
are
this is your cinnamon sugar.
just cinnamon sugar. You can get it by the bucket. You can get it by the bag. However many you need. This is the easy one. So this one very easy to just kind of mosey through a festival. You kind of keep your hands are for the
Ooh.
most part clean.
Oh yeah.
Fried.
Fried.
Yep. Everything is fried.
I love it.
Fresh oil, but so these are the classics.
Now,
And
would
then
it be
these-
given away? So you could say you like fry them in peanut oil, you fry them in anything
No
like that?
oil. We actually are a nut-free truck.
Okay.
So we try to keep it as nut-free as we can. As much as I would love to do the peanut one,
Yeah.
I'm not allergic, but just having worked in these large events and things like that, just knowing that we are one less allergen,
As a
taken care of.
paramedic, I appreciate your thought.
Yeah. So it's just kind of always been like a thing that I've gravitated towards. I just want to make sure that everybody that comes to the truck can get an item as much as I can. So
I said I would, and I gotta.
yeah, do the dip.
Oh man, that's good.
The
That's real
combination,
good.
it's just like, you
The
know,
combination, yeah. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll go like
Just
you.
black
I'll go
coffee.
black coffee, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll grow a pair. I don't know. That's fantastic though. That is really good.
So these are the classic ones, and we can
So you
break
serve
into
them
the.
in the bucket or the thing. I mean, what would something like this cost if you want to say?
So this one at a festival is about $15.
Oh, that's great. That is
so
great.
it's good for the whole family, easy to carry around with your,
Oh yeah.
with your handle, so you can make it between different food trucks, grabbing more items that you need.
That's really cool.
And so this is like, the quintessential festival fare. So
Oh yeah.
when we're doing our private events, we're more focused on, pretty toppings, smaller plates, so that way everybody's getting a nice taste. They can always come back and get more, but typically that's how we're.
You don't have smaller
run it.
plates. I just have regular plates for
Yeah.
when you do the fancier ones.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's see. I mean, because I make it a point, and I'll tell you this: I make it a point not to get too deep into the guests. Like I'll look at your social media and I see in you and all that stuff, and your hair's a lot longer than most of your videos.
Yeah.
Most of your videos had shorter hair if I was watching correctly. But I don't try and dive too much because I like this discovery and
Sure.
I'm curious and I ask a lot of questions, which makes for a good hour-long interview.
Exactly.
But basically, yeah, I know I'm going to ask a lot of questions, but also I'm just so fascinated by the food truck thing. You are, I think, officially my first food truck.
All right. I'm
So-
excited to be it.
And you say you are not the coalition. What did you say?
It is the South Carolina Food Truck Coalition.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you're a member or you're the
I'm the retired president. I've actually
Oh.
given up my position, but we have a great group of trucks that are all involved in trying to create the best environment for a food truck to thrive. Just being a voice for the local community to do, just like making sure that there's a unified voice. I think that a lot of things in food trucks is, we're small independent contractors essentially. We
Right,
have
yeah,
our
yeah.
contracts, we have our clients, and the reality is we can all get into our own little world of, bickering or feeling like, you are upset at, a different rule or law. And so what we're trying to do with the South Carolina Food Truck Coalition is just essentially unifying that voice and giving that voice to a person that may actually be the one that could help change that. So we work with
Gotcha.
the city of North Charleston. We're based right there. We're just a nice group of food trucks that are just after, improving the industry, however we can.
Fantastic.
So
So subcontract. So basically all the food truck rodeos, everything like that, you're a part of, or you like events. What's your favorite kind of event? Do you like, I mean, because I could imagine you do a festival.
Yeah.
You got your bucket and everything. But also, could you just set up at like a nice office park on like a Monday morning
yeah,
and just get like all the different office buildings? Like put yourself over on Favorite Place or something where there's just a ton of office buildings and everybody just come and see you. I mean, I imagine that can be just as
I think that's a
just
good
as
one.
much. Yeah.
My personal favorite is weddings. I think that we do a great job in terms of giving that final bite. Typically we're the sweet send off is what I like to call it. So you've already had your full meal, you've even had your cake, but the party's going to keep going and we're going to be there right before you're on the shuttle to go to the after party.
Gotcha.
That's my personal favorite. There's never a sad person. We're bringing like life to a couple people.
Yeah, but
And,
what if you go to the reception? Oh, you're saying the reception, not the after party.
Yeah, we're
You-
before the after party.
Okay, so right. So after they get faced at the reception,
Yeah,
you're like, here, man, have a couple of donuts.
yeah.
And
And
then
make
keep
it
the
to the
night
after
going.
party.
Keep the night
Exactly.
going.
We do that. We pump you up with coffee, sugar. You get on the shuttle, and it might, it in theory it should help you get to the next stage.
So are you from here?
No, not originally.
Okay.
We've been here about 2.5 years.
Gotcha.
Originally from Baltimore.
Same here.
No way.
Swear to God.
Wow.
That's awesome. I'm from
Wow.
Baltimore, Maryland. I was born and raised. I was born in Mercy Hospital downtown.
I was
grew
at
up.
I was at GBMC.
Neat.
Yep.
I grew up and I graduated Glen Burnie High School.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
so
so
funny.
I was a Bel Air kid growing up.
Blair.
And then I moved into the city when I was at ninth grade.
Speaking
Ended
of
up-
Blair, Scotty Donahue died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Scotty Donahue, Blair Road. Oh, what was it? Come see us. Was it not Eastern Motors? What was his But anyway, Scotty Donahue just recently died. It was really bummer. He's one of those loud,
Yeah.
couldn't escape him voices on television. But yeah, so Blair is how I've said it ever
Wow.
since him. But so
There's
you moved
not
down
very-
to the city. So coming from Bel Air, you're on the east side at that point.
Yep.
And then you came in. So where did you find yourself?
We were in Roland Park.
Roland Park.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So I
man.
went to Friends School, Quaker.
Yeah.
Had a really good education there, and then all my family ended up moving to Delaware, and I was like, why the hell am I still in Baltimore? I don't know if this is a PG-13, but I just needed to get out of there. So that was 2.5 years ago. We had the business established. Honestly, loved the business there. Everything was going great, and then just didn't really see the future in Baltimore. The roots needed to either grow or move, and we chose to move. So,
and I'm here 18 years. I've been in Charleston.
Wow.
So I was there till I was 30. Married my wife down here. We had him, and then after about 5 years of my wife being up there, she was just like, she seemed miserable, and I was like, I think she wants to go back home. But then I brought her home, and she's still miserable. So I got duped. I get to talk shit about her because she's not behind the desk. Hey, everybody, say hi to Boog. Boog.
Hey.
I get to talk shit about the missus. Woo! Then she's recording with me tomorrow and Sunday, so
Perfect.
I'll be like,
So she'll see it after the edit.
yeah, she'll see it
Too late. Yeah.
But yeah, so we did. We were up there. She was up there with me for about 5 years, and then we've been down here ever since. I love going home to Baltimore, but as far as raising a family in this day, I'd have to say it's probably better time here in Charleston.
Definitely.
I remember just being a lot rougher, a lot different. Even for me, down in Baltimore County, I kind of straddled the line. I was at Lansdowne, Baltimore Highlands, Glen Burnie.
Yeah.
Catonsville was where we lived, where we brought him home to before we finally moved here. So I kind of was always in that area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I miss Major League Sports.
I do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
the River Dogs are fine.
Yeah.
And college, we grew up with the Terps. How do you get into college anything when your team is the Maryland Terrapins? We just were never a competitor, so you just never got kind of into it unless you went there. But now it's like everybody down here is Clemson and Carolina. They're fighting in the streets and shit, but it's like, I don't really know college. I don't get into college.
Yeah.
And so I just wait for the NFL season to roll around. We actually are going to get tickets to see the Ravens in Charlotte when they play the Panthers
Cool.
and in Atlanta when they play the Falcons. That's
All
how
right.
bad we want to see them. We're actually going to, I think we're going to go to both. We're going to wear jerseys and be like, do something. I'm going to get on the internet. I'm going to get on the internet. I have a Ray Lewis jersey too, man. People love to hate that guy.
Yeah. He's very polarizing.
Very
but
polarizing.
Inspiring at the
But
at the least.
amazing
Yeah.
that you could hate him, but
You can try.
you could try. So you still an Orioles and Ravens fan?
I grew up actually playing lacrosse, so never really
the
got
state sport
like,
of Maryland,
into.
actually. Well, state collegiate sport. Jousting is technically the
Yeah,
state sport,
you're right.
but the college
I
sport,
think that it's the pastime.
lacrosse is,
Yeah.
literally in the state register.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But big time Ravens fan.
That's
I
cool.
grew up going to the games. We were in the city, so it was a big deal for us to go. Always did like big tailgating, so a lot of snacking, a lot of talking crap, and that was definitely like a big part of my upbringing for sure.
I did comedy back then. I was a comedian. And I still am a comedian. I still do comedy, but I was really big touring back then. I actually used to hang out with Kirk, Mark, and Lopez, later Mickey and Amelia on 98 Rock. And I was a third guy, kind of like an in-house comedian on Out to Lunch with Miles and Thrill on 105.7. So it's kind of real plugged into that thing. I was on Coffee with Don and Marty. But one of the things is I did a show for a Ravens Roost out of Essex.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, hey, man, we tailgate. You ever come to a Ravens game? So we went to a Ravens game, and I stopped by their thing. Good God, I was so full and drunk
Yeah.
before I even touched Onidas's foot
Yeah.
and went in that dang
A
door.
long walk into the
It
stadium.
is a long walk. And they go, I know I got to touch the foot. I rub
yeah,
the
you
foot.
gotta rub the foot.
And then I walk in, I'm like, wow, you know, I mean, because everybody wanted me to try their thing. It was just, I was like, man, I could take this show and do a week-long mini series of tailgating with the
Yeah,
amount of people who
for
bring
sure.
their little things
Yeah.
to it. Speaking of bringing, we're going down memory lane, we're reminiscing, but I am eyeing up these
Let's break into
creations.
'em.
Let's break into them.
You
So
get
now
the-
you brought them in a pizza box. That's
this
awesome.
is it's the signature box. It's not a pizza. It's just the box.
Very cool.
But
So
yeah.
now you said this is
It's the French toast.
French
So
toast.
that's going to be
You
cinnamon
know, when
sugar.
you said that, I was so hoping you brought it, but I wasn't sure if I was looking at that.
Oh yeah,
And then this is your classic little chocolate sprinkle.
chocolate and sprinkles.
That would be my
And then
daughter's
you got your
favorite.
Cadbury
Oh,
and
my
glaze.
gosh.
So this one is
Oh,
a sleeper
wow.
right now. Maybe one of my faves.
All
I'm
right,
definitely gonna
so
take a few of these.
okay,
These are my favorite.
let's do it. I trust you. You can touch them. I don't care. I mean, honestly, if you want to load me up with a couple
yeah,
more of
man.
those, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
French
yeah.
toast
These are
is where it's at.
these are the best ones.
It's the morning. It's the
Yeah.
morning. All right. So first, I'm going to try the chocolate and sprinkles for you, Bridget. You know, she's usually here, but she's at school today because we're doing this on a weekday. But she's gonna be so mad that
Cheers.
I had this.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. I like the perfect amount. That is the perfect amount of icing. It is. It's so, man, Boog, get yourself one, man.
Yeah, we got to get you some.
Let's get you some
Got
with
to
your
get you
coffee.
some donuts.
Yeah. Oh man, the Cadbury! I can't wait. I'm gonna go nuts. See, he hooks you up with the double. He's like, you ain't gonna
I
do
know
just one
which
French
ones you
toast.
need, man.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
he's looking you up.
You need to have a bunch of
But
donuts.
you like you're a fan of the chocolate icing. You know, you're a fan of the chocolate eclair, stuff like that. Tell me, I want your honest opinion. That little bit of chocolate that he had on it. I mean, it's not like a little bit. It's very rich and it's very good, but it just is perfect for the amount. It is
You need-
because
That's perfect.
right because it's sweet. Man, I should have dipped that. Can I get a chocolate one off you? I should have dipped that. Now that I'm sitting here thinking
we
about
need
it.
to get as many.
It's so good. There we go.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is okay. So you have an inherent sugariness to the donut itself. So the chocolate is like that note above.
Right.
It's not just using the chocolate as like your sugar and your everything. It's like a note above. So it's like you taste sweet, then you're like, it's like a coffee note. Like how you know how you have a dark note.
Yeah.
That little chocolate is
Rich.
just that much on. It's so
Yeah.
good, man. Do you use a dark chocolate
This is a milk chocolate.
to the syrup? It's a milk chocolate to the syrup?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But it does have a good contrast, so it's not super milky and sweet.
French toast.
Yeah. The
French
French toast
toast.
is the best one.
I'm going to pop the whole thing.
I already ate mine. It was pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're one bite only. Yeah.
Yeah, I took a bite of I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be a good host. I'm covered in powdered sugar. I love it. I don't care. You know, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I mean, eating donuts, trying not to get the powdered sugar on me. I said, or am I?
Yeah.
Like,
Leave it on.
Let's
It's,
make this a party.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to follow this with the coffee. Oh, wow. That French toast donut's something else, man. That's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then this, man, you could have done a little, make it look like a nest. You could have done a little green grass, a little edible green
We
grass.
were putting little peeps. So
That's
that
so
way it was
awesome.
it was like I called it a perplexed peep because all of its eggs are broken. So it's a very
Alright.
it's like, how did this happen?
Oh,
I left these eggs on these donuts and now here we are. They're all broken.
and then just somewhere hidden on the table, just a little green pig from Angry Birds.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that bastard.
It was that.
It was that one. And then last but not least,
Yeah.
happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, I love that candy. I love it.
Yeah. Donuts
All
are
right.
fun.
Let's
You know,
let's take a breather on that, man.
Any flavor can be a donut. You know, it's a lot of fun to kind of play with what the season brings and what we're feeling. So
Yeah, and also it being small, you can do something like this where you can taste different flavors.
yeah, the box.
And not be like,
Yeah. Exactly.
Because we get the assorteds. You get the assorteds at Dunkin'. You get the assorteds at Crispy. You get the assorteds everywhere. And you're like, I'm going to do those 2, or I'm going to do those 3. Say you're splitting it between 4 people, and you're like, everybody gets 3. By the time you get to that third donut, you're like, what the hell have I done?
And you haven't gotten to try the rest of them.
Right. You're just like, ugh. But instead, man, if you just had a box like that full of just all different kinds, man, everybody would always be something. Because you usually have to claim your favorites. Like you have to on an assorted
Don't touch
full
my
size.
crullers.
Right. You have to claim your favorites.
Yeah.
And if somebody gets a eclair, that automatically takes up 2 spaces. You're like, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. We had a dozen. They counted as 2. So now half the box is your 2 donuts. Have you get to tell this has happened before?
The mini, I mean, there's a lot of dilemma, and then the mini donut really solves all these problems.
Solves all the dilemma.
Yeah.
And I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so like I'm sitting here going,
we need some more. We got it.
No, we will. Let's talk more. Let's talk more.
Yeah.
So your truck, I'm gonna show footage on the screen. I'm gonna go record your truck and everything because you brought it today. Like I said,
I had to bring it.
It's in the parking lot, so I'm gonna record and have fun with that. But big red
Sprinter van.
That's
awesome. It's a crowd pleaser. It's honestly so nice to have something so nimble, even though it's as large as it is. I'm used to working in much larger space, so this is it's honestly a relief. It's so nice to just be able to roll in, roll out.
Oh, that's cool.
Hit a little horn on the way out.
Do you do them on the spot or in advance?
Oh yeah, we're all on the spot.
All on the spot.
So yeah, we are a hot mini donut. So
that's so cool.
When you get them at an event, you're gonna have them less than 10 seconds out of the fryer. They're gonna melt your mouth a little bit if you're too quick about it, but it's like a good feeling, of worth it. Worth the pain.
Worth the pain.
But yeah, we make them right on the truck. Our machine.
What a slogan, Donut Daddy. Worth the pain.
Pain.
Worth the pain.
Pain is beauty,
Pain is life.
Yeah.
We're going to get all philosophical, poetic with it. What is life without pain? What is life without donuts?
It's not a happy one.
It's not a happy one.
Yeah.
I mean, man.
It's much happier.
I read a fact about donuts. Did you know that the poking or the hole taken out of the middle was a necessity because that was the part that never seemed to want to cook all the way?
That makes sense.
So we just remove it.
Yep.
Get pretty cool.
A whole nother layer of crisp too.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. Was they were making them as pucks.
Yep.
But the middle was always like when you do a pancake. Sometimes that little bit of the middle,
yep,
just a pain in the ass, doesn't want to cook. That was what's happening with donuts. They were like, well, if we just take the middle out, that'll solve that. And they were doing it post. They're like, well, what if we just take it out first?
Wow.
Done.
Done.
Look at that. See,
man.
Now tell that to your people, right? Be like, I heard from a donut historian that the reason why, but it's true. It's true.
There was a guy there just shoveling the bottoms out,
That's it. And then somebody was like, well, we can mash it all together. And they were like, well, we can't because it's kind of partially cooked. So they were like, well, then we'll just cook that little part and boom, the donut hole. Now, do you do any donut holes or is it just mini donuts?
No, our machine does all the hole removing for us.
There you go.
So we're a cake donut, so it's kind of more of a wet batter, and it just plops them perfectly.
Does it do it like smoke rings?
Oh yeah, it's a very, very satisfying. Just flow of donuts moving across this conveyor. It's super satisfying. The first time you ever make a donut in there, you're just like, yeah, that works.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get a recording of the action, right?
Yeah.
You're not
I'll
up and
send
running
it to
today.
you. And that way you can just have it as your screensaver. If you're having a bad day, you just see it flip them. It does the whole flipping for you.
You know what? Yeah. I'll put it on the freaking MacBook. When I get into like an editing rut or something, I'll just sleep the screen and just be like, you're like, okay, let's get back to editing.
It's one of those things. Like if it's going right, man, it's going great. If it starts to, if you tweak the mix just too much water or whatever it may be, then it can get really disastrous quick.
You like I said, just to compare, you a pancake maker?
I am.
It's like when you hit that sweet spot where the pan's not too hot.
Yep.
And you just, now you're like, it's like a process. Like at a certain point when the pan's just like not hot, you go like a spin of butter and then flip. And then you're like, everybody come get them. Cause like you literally can't even stop. You're
Right.
like, if I fall off of this.
Yeah.
So I guess
exactly
it's that
the
same feel. Oh,
the exact same feeling.
such a good feeling.
Yeah.
Because I'm the pancake maker in my house.
All right.
That is my thing. Dad makes pancakes. I mean, and there's usually always one in the trash. That was the test one that just sucked wind and was like pale or still not quite cooked. And then as soon as that pan hits that sweet spot, I'm like, come and get them because I
Here
literally
we
cannot
go.
even cut them for you. I can't even put syrup because if I step away from this and that pan gets too hot, it throws off everything. So you're immediately just running. So a conveyor belt,
Yep.
a conveyor of donuts when you hit that sweet spot and that things are just cranking out. It's good stuff.
I'll have to send you the video.
You have to. You have to send it to
Or
me.
you can just come and work on the truck one day just
You
to really
know
feel
what?
what that satisfaction
You
is
know,
like.
Did you do regular just to mess with me? Because I guess it's got to be the sugar. I feel absolutely stoned right now, dude. There is caffeine in this, though. Decaf's not truly decaf.
It's less caffeine.
Right, it's just less caffeine.
Yeah.
It was significantly less.
So maybe it's still hitting me a little bit. 'Cause I
Big
feel
is always
real-
like very punchy.
Yeah,
I
Big
mean,
B?
it's a good coffee.
That's what my family loves, Big B. My wife has the punch card, and
Oh yeah.
they get the mail for their birthday. Come in and get your birthday latte. So they love it, and they're coffee drinkers. I'm not a coffee drinker. I would drink Coke Zero in the morning before I would drink coffee. I know. You're like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? You look like for a second you glitched.
We need the coffee. You know, typically 2 before 10 is the mandatory amount.
Did you play in college? Play lacrosse in college?
I did. Yeah.
My stepmom's brother Willie, I believe, played for Hopkins
Wow.
back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe
That's
so.
legit.
But I was scared of it because he broke his thumb. He broke his thumb, and he took a ball,
Yeah.
bam, right on it, and it got him in that good spot that
The thumb.
that it didn't cover, and it got him, bam, right on the thumb, and he played through.
Yeah.
But then at the end, he was like trying to get his his gear off, and he was like, I can't.
Yeah.
And they had to cut it.
These are I got a couple bent up pinky and bent up ring finger. None of them really go straight.
That's a wild sport,
just
man.
Just play through it kind of thing.
I mean, just to catch that lacrosse ball to the thigh, to anything.
Yeah, the goalie part. I
my
could never
God, right?
understand. I was the thrower at the goalie, not the one that was trying to.
But I mean, I understand it's just the same as like a hockey puck, I'm sure. But that ball, if you've ever felt a lacrosse ball,
it's hard.
It's like getting hit with a pool cue, man. Or pool, it's hard. Like not pool cue, but a pool ball. It's hard.
Yeah.
Bam. No, I said, no, that's my sport. That's not my sport at all.
Titanium that's also just trying to take the ball away from you, doesn't feel good on your thumb either.
Yeah, because they're smacking you.
Yeah.
I did watch somebody
very
stick
physical
somebody in the back. They were running, and I was like, oh my God. like I'm recoiling, like, oh, they had to hurt so bad. Kids just running. I'm like, man, you guys are made of some tough stuff, man. How do you do that?
I don't know.
So who'd you play for?
Adrenaline. I went to Christopher Newport. So it's a D3 program outside of Virginia Beach. Rising Stars right now in the Elite 8 for D3 lax. They're crushing it. And go Captains.
There you go. Look, not doing it, but still a part of it.
Yeah, no, you can't
Still believe
leave.
in
I
it.
mean, seeing where they're at now is super cool. So, yeah, I mean, you graduate, but you never move on.
Well, that's right here. I didn't play sports.
We put a lot of blood into that. So, yeah, that was a great time. College was a lot of fun.
Yeah, in high school I was in theater, so you can leave the stage.
You
but
didn't have any
never leave
blood
the
in there,
stage.
I
I mean, I have some friends who are doing some famous stuff right now. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's the same with comedy. You just never a stage gets in your blood.
Yeah.
You're naturally just a performer. You're naturally just out there.
Right.
I think it's anything that is your true passion. You can tell when it's somebody's true passion because everything they do is just variations of it.
Right.
So it's like, for you have that drive, that passion. I mean, say you take sports where you take that same drive, that same goal, finished goal, everything, and you just apply it to business. And it's like you find so many former sports people running auto, sales, or, running car lots and running all this stuff. But it's that same mentality, like, no, we don't fail. And then
We
it's like,
win, yeah.
damn, but I think it's something to it. I think it does. For me, it's like, I want to talk to people. I want to entertain. So everything I've done, I mean, even on the ambulance, I mean, talking to people and helping them feel comfortable and acting like I'm not scared when I'm scared because I don't want them to be scared,
It's definitely a
So-
mirror effect.
100%.
Yeah.
And you learn that from acting. You learn that from freaking theater. So it's all, you find so many things that you fall back on. So in fact, you just lit up and went off about all this stuff. I had no idea what you were talking about. You're like D3, Mighty Ducks. I don't know what that
Yeah.
means.
Quack, quack, quack.
You're like D2, D3, go so-so. And I'm like watching you. I'm like, I hope you don't ask me a question because I got nothing. But you have a passionate spirit for that, and you have a
Yeah.
passion for this. And so how has this changed for you since tacos? Like what have you noticed has been the big difference in switching up to such a kind of different avenue, a different lane?
So I think that it's opened up a lot more opportunity for me. Like I said, it's kind of it's a good business to work alongside of a lot of people. So that took a lot of like transition in terms of just how I viewed, how to go to an event. Our busy times are usually at the end now rather than the beginning of an event. But
Gotcha.
as far as like overall life, I mean, they're just a lot more free time is the best time. Plus, I'm up earlier typically. That's another good thing.
Yep.
My day typically starts at 6. We do a lot of
Black coffee.
breakfast things. Yeah, black coffee, heavy black coffee. Yeah, I've been able to accomplish a lot of other things outside of the single job that I have by doing donuts. So this one's a lot more entertaining, a lot more fun, and then I just get a lot out of seeing people like generally just happy when they eat it. I
Yeah.
think that I was feeding people before. I think I'm now entertaining people. And
Well, that
so,
makes sense. Yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, when
this-
you were a kid too, donuts were like, oh, this is going to be the best day.
yeah,
Like if dad came home with donuts or mom came,
Yeah.
they had donuts sitting on the table when you came downstairs. You were like, oh my God,
everybody loves donuts.
like this is going to be the best day.
Yeah,
So you're creating that. I mean, there's a nostalgia to it too. Cause I mean,
For
donuts
sure.
aren't something you eat every day.
yeah,
Your parents going to make you
It's a
eat
treat.
eggs. They're going to make you eat cereal.
exactly.
You're going to have to eat the regular stuff, but then that treat shows up and there's just something that is so fun about a dozen donuts right there. And
Or
then you got the
36 minis.
36 minis. So good.
It's even better by the 3 dozen.
Oh, there you go. I like that. I like that. Did you do mini tacos or did you full-size tacos?
We did full-size tacos, but
Okay.
they're essentially the mini burrito of
Fantastic.
the
Yeah.
Mexican type foods.
Yeah, because I mean, we had these small ones, but I think they were doing samples at the Best of Charleston party.
Yeah.
Um,
Who was doing those?
oh my gosh, it switched out. It was like this one station, and they cycled out, I think, 2 or
Had to
3
have been like
different.
Rebel.
Might have been
Rebel's really good.
2 or 3 different trucks
Yeah.
had taken over the spot.
Okay.
It was like like a countertop little stand. It wasn't a truck.
Mhm.
They just kind of had an area set up.
Right.
And then we tried the one, it was like Berea, and then went back and I was like, do you have that? And then my wife, Carrie, goes, it's a different company. It's a different people now. And I said, oh, no shit.
You got to keep
Different.
on your toes.
And then she goes, which one do you want? She went over there and got me a chicken one. So I tried the chicken one on a corn tortilla
yeah.
from these guys. The other one was Berea on a small flour tortilla. Both amazing. So
Yeah.
that's why I was wondering if maybe they don't normally do it. They just did it for the event because of volume
Right.
and people. But would there be a market for like mini tacos on a taco truck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
It's a lot more work when you get smaller. It's almost the same amount of work, and then it's going to be,
Yeah.
just balancing all the tacos. But I know that there's always a market for it. I would say it's great for like catering and different like small bite kind of, things that were, one person can try a lot of different items.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really
true.
the benefit of having the mini.
yeah, El Molino, they do.
They do
They have that
great
whole
tacos.
taco box,
Yeah.
and people go nuts for that.
Yeah, I had them at Wine and Food this year.
Oh,
they
yeah?
were up at a big party.
Yeah.
Big party.
And if you don't know El Molino, watch
Yeah.
watch Righteous Gemstones season 3, I think it is. season 2 or season 3, and they were featured in it.
Okay.
They blew up their parking lot. It was pretty good, pretty good. So, but yeah, El Molino, yeah, it used to be a Save-A-Lot in West Ashley.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird
And
to
they're
see it
everywhere
like
now.
thriving, see it like do something, because the Save-A-Lot was kind of like, like 3 bananas. You know, like the produce section was like 3 of everything. We're just like, and then you go in there and it's packed. I mean, El Molino's got everything.
Yeah.
It's like they really, really filled the space with like a lot of awesome groceries, awesome
Energy.
things, energy. Yep.
Yeah.
So would you ever consider a brick and mortar if it came along your way?
For donuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would. I think
So you would still keep the ability to do events and stuff. Because it seems like you really like
that's like
that.
number one thing. I just know that's like where I have always been, focused on. But I love the idea of like, kind of a come up to the window, order your donuts, and then either just kind of hang out on some picnic tables or, take them home. That would be
Gotcha.
a great option for me. Just honestly, like, shout out to Turbo Cone.
Yeah.
I love like the setup that they have.
I was just about to go there the other night, and we settled on Ye Old Fashioned. We were headed home from the party, and I said, I'm kind of in the mood for ice cream or like a milkshake. So I've yet to try this Turbo Cone. I've been driving past it for years.
You got to try it.
Yeah, I guess I do have to try it.
Ye Old so I'm an ice cream like fiend.
Okay.
As far as like, I can't really go to bed until I've had my ice cream.
Really?
I can't wake up until I've had my coffee, and then typically ice cream on the way out.
On the way out, I like how you describe it.
My wife is, she's soft serve. I like it all.
So Turbo Cone is mostly soft serve.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ye Old Fashioned could do it.
I think that they are primarily like milkshakes and scoops.
Yeah, scoops and milkshakes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
those are good. I think those are my 2 favorites.
Those 2 places?
Yeah, I think the Ye Old has the best like scoops, very rich, and then you got your soft serve, which is like a little bit lighter. Then they just cram it full of like candy. Their the Turbo Crunch. It's like this perfect blend of Oreo and Snickers and different.
Now, is there one other than the one here in West Ashley?
I think that's it. They have a truck too.
Turbo Cone has a truck?
Yeah. Primarily set up for events and catering.
So if you had their setup, almost exactly, if you had a little place like they have with the little picnic tables on the gravel, little awning.
That's right.
And then you have your truck. Did you ever think of teaming up with like, say, all these coffee shops that are going on?
Yeah, we've done different pop-ups with them. And we've gone out and done, special events at like Highfalutin.
I love that name, by the way, Highfalutin.
Yeah, Great Beans. Yeah, we love working with coffee vendors. We can do coffee, but we don't necessarily, specialize in coffee.
Right.
So we've done things, and, we've done collabs with, like I said, Highfalutin, Profit Coffee. We would much rather just let them do the coffee.
I caught a crispy bit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, these are like popcorn,
Dude, the crispy, the
you
bottom
really
is crispy.
The very last one is going to be the best one in the entire bucket.
No, man. I mean, that was crispy. I bit into it, and immediately it was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I wanted to let you finish your thought, but I was like, that was so amazing.
Yeah.
That crispy bit. Oh my gosh. You ever sell the crispy bits?
Yeah. We'll just have like the crumbs at the bottom. Here you go.
Little bag,
get it by the pound.
Or or do it like get the Dixie cup, like you know how they have those ones they put like the sauces in.
Yeah, little ramekins.
A little ramekin with the lid. Just be like crispy bits.
I'll make it. Yeah, we could do it.
Oh my gosh. See, I'm a man with ideas, sir.
Yeah, you know how to sell it.
I know how to sell it. Crispy bits. Come get your crispy bits. So, tattoo. I keep seeing the tattoo.
Oh, you want to see Dave?
So that's Dave?
This is Sir David Attenborough.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. This is the man, the myth, the legend. He just celebrated 100 years.
That's so wild.
Last week. So he's a big inspiration to just everything, and nothing like a very stressful day coming home and just popping on planet Earth and really just relaxing.
Can you imagine he probably never in 1 million years would think that his portrait would be tattooed on a incredible donut making dude.
a really, I mean, realistic one too.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
I
like-
could have
yeah.
done a cartoon, but I
I
was
mean,
like, if we're gonna
you're
do,
gonna send a picture. I'm gonna put it on the screen so that everybody can see.
yeah,
You're gonna see
with
it.
an Atlas moth. Yeah, so
It's
that's
unreal.
yeah.
I mean, dude, like,
I'm thinking about just doing a whole leg sleeve of just Dave's. You know, like so
different
all the
Daves.
famous Daves.
Oh yeah.
You know, and the Dave Grohl I've thought about.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of different a lot of people named Dave.
Dave Grohl, Dave Thomas from Wendy's.
Yep.
Oh
We could
my
do
God.
that.
That would
Yeah.
be.
Hot Juicy Redhead sitting on the front. You know.
Let's see. So
Who else would be
David
your top
Attenborough,
Daves?
Dave Grohl, David Bowie.
Yeah.
Let's see. See, all the Davids I keep thinking of are people I work with. I'm gonna start naming their names. Famous Davids. Famous Daves, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't there a famous Dave's
There was a barbecue chain
barbecue chain?
closed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good. Steal their logo and put that as the top. Put that as the thing. Famous
Right.
Dave's
We'll
with
just
the
have
arrow coming down.
That'd
and
be
the-
kind of a cool like logo for the top, you know? Yeah, once we make it big, we'll have a bunch of Daves on our legs.
So David Bowie. Is there any actors we're missing? Like actors? Dave? Because we got musicians, Daves. Who are we missing for actors?
I don't know. I haven't like put together my famous Daves
David
list.
Cross from Mr. Show.
Yeah.
David Cross. David Crosby. Right? Let's see. David. Yeah, I don't know a lot of Davids.
I guess they just, you know, they work in the shadows.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
do. Yeah, they do.
They're inspirational, but
my son's gonna look up some Davids for us.
yeah, look up the
So we'll
the
just talk
fam-
about
the
something
most
else, and then
famous
he'll
Daves.
interrupt. He'll interrupt with some Davids. So Batista,
Dave
Dave
Batista.
Batista,
But like get him like as WWE Dave Batista or like
or Drax.
from Drax.
You got to go straight up Dave Batista.
Yeah. Just collared shirt, Dave Batista. You know, like
Button down, no muscles, no nothing. Just who's that guy with the shirt on? That's so funny. The thing he's most known for, these giant traps and
Right.
freaking pecs, and it's like we
No,
covered him up.
we'll have
He's
him in
wearing a
like
button down.
sweatshirt. Casual.
He's casual. Went out for a jog, Dave Batista.
Yeah.
See, there's not a lot of Daves or Davids, is there? He's kind of struggling to find ones.
Dave Franco.
Oh, Dave Franco. No. Sorry, Dave.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave
Dave
Chappelle.
Chappelle. That would
That'd be a
definitely be
good
on
one. I
the-
can't believe I
that'll be on
didn't
the
think of
show.
that one. That's definitely a good one. Yeah, I think it'd be Dave Chappelle, David Attenborough, David
Yeah.
Bowie.
Can only fit so many, but I guess I
Yeah.
have multiple legs.
David Letterman.
David Letterman. Yeah, I mean,
Do you want bearded David Letterman?
want
or do
him
you
in,
want
like, a
old
car.
David Letterman? Oh,
yeah, I
David
would have
Letterman
him
in a
like
car.
cruising. You
That
know,
big old smile with the gap in his
Yeah,
teeth, just
just like
happy
a-
as hell.
60s Mustang. You know, just rolling down. That'd be a good one.
That'd be a very good one. All right, well, we have to dream this up for you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Well,
get AI to create
The rest of it.
the rest of it just so we can have a visual of what it could be.
Right.
Can you do photorealistic tattoos of all these people on this leg right here? So we just take a picture of your leg and then they just start filling in. AI just starts creating all of the
Yeah.
all of the other tattoos. And it's probably going to look so terrible because they're going to choose, whatever they crawl, Google image search or something. They're going to choose something really weird. It's going to be like,
It's only getting better though. You know.
I know that's scary. The thing I'm not too big on it for is the flyers and the logos, guys. It's like for a time when everybody wanted to use Comic Sans.
Yeah.
It's like you do know that is a font that literally your grandmother could use on her Windows 95. It is not special. It is not different. Now everybody keeps going to AI and it's creating that same, I don't know what we're going to call it, but we're going to give it a name soon enough. That font.
Yeah.
That font.
And the
Whatever
dash.
it is. And the long dashes
Yeah.
every single time. It's like that font is AI. We're going to start calling it like AI font because it's like you're now looking like them. Like you all look the same. The flyers are all the same. Now they've created a generic flyer of all these things that say event here and da da da. It's like just generic. And they
Yeah.
said, please post this in the comments of anybody you catch using a flyer. We're trying to shame people out of it.
Right.
I'm not by any stretch. I was not a trained graphic artist. I didn't go to school for it, but I do graphic arts. I do that. I did, design everything. I do the opening animation for this show and everything. But it's like AI is kind of hurting my feelings, man. Because it's like I used to pride myself on like the posters I can make for events and things like that. And then they're like, oh, we'll just get AI to do it. And it's like, now your event looks just like, people are going to start looking away from it. They'll be like, oh, fucking AI something or other.
We already know what this is going
Right.
to be. It's the festival of all festivals.
AI thing over there, great. So it's like, yeah, they're just, make me a flyer that talks about this. And it's like, AI is going to go flyer and the same thing. Too many words too. The same thing like when you get those shirts off of the Etsy website that talks about how great it is to be a grandfather, but it's like 75 words going down the shirt. And it's like, guys, just touch of the shirt, I break a you face. Whatever happened to the old shirts?
Yeah, modesty, subliminal.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So what is your big goal aside from, like I said, a little brick and mortar possibly? What would be a dream get? Were you at the Charleston Food and Wine, or did you just go there? You were featured there.
Yep. Yeah, we did the Culinary Village. That's honestly our favorite event. We did it with the taco truck last year. We did it for the donut truck this year. It feels like the best event for a chef in Charleston. And then you just get to see everybody. It's like the 1 week that all the chefs are in one little spot and they actually get to hang out.
That's
Usually
cool.
you do your one event and then you just go to all the events and you get to have just this incredible food for 5 days in a row. And
oh man,
that's definitely a great event for us.
So tell me, is there any event that just was too weird for words? But it probably turned out just fine. You seem like you roll
for
with the
donuts.
flow.
I've been to a lot of events doing tacos and it's I don't know if I can say all the things that I've seen while making tacos, but my first time selling a taco was at Bonnaroo.
Wow.
That was the very first time. And so I would say that, you see a lot of skin at Bonnaroo. And so you see a lot of people on all states. That was a 24-hour run too. So you see people at their highest and at their very lowest.
And at their very highest.
At the very highest. Yeah, I would say that getting back to something like that in my own like festival kind of thing would be great. I was doing that for another friend of mine, but I really like just being at the high energy environments and just riding it out. So we're going to be at a festival this year in a couple weeks. We're going to be at High Tide.
Okay.
So that's getting back to my EDM roots. That was that's who I was in college. I had.
Now, is that over Riverfront?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Riverfront. It's Friday and Saturday. June 5th and 6th.
Let me see if your episode comes out in time for that. It might. Let's see, June 5th and 6th and High Tide.
Yeah, maybe that'll be your time coming out. You can be like doing one of these while making donuts,
It is.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly the kind of person who's going to really be able to blend in. They're like, somebody's dad's having a good time.
On the donut truck.
No. Oh, you're right after. You're the Monday after June 8th.
That's okay.
June 8th.
We're going to be at as many of the big festivals in town as we can.
Cool.
So that's just like our goal is to travel more, do more large events, just see more stuff while we're working. This is a really
keeping it here or going out of the state too.
I would love to go out of state.
Yeah.
I feel like you move here, you want to see the beaches, but sometimes it feels like there's a little bit of a hold here, being so low that I need to get back into more mountainous
you want to feel
areas.
some thinner air.
But then I want to come back,
and
I want to relax back where I live. But
that's the one thing about going back to Maryland, thinner air.
The air
down here, just humid.
Especially this time of year.
Humid all around. But it's like even humid in the winter.
I know.
And it's just
43 and 85%.
Yeah.
thick.
Man,
that is.
Like how you said about your coffee, thick, or whatever you said, heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy and dark, or heavy and thick. I said, hey man, what? I don't drink coffee. So I'm like, what do I say? And you said that. I'm like, I'm going to get my ass embarrassed, man. I'm going to be walking up there. I need thick and black. And this little girl's going to be like, I think I need an adult. I don't know. Like I had to call Starbucks because Big B wasn't answering the phone. So I called Starbucks and go, hey, my boss, this is I lied. I go, my boss needs me to get him. I said, this is not a prank call. So my boss needs me to get him coffee. And I said, what do you want? And he said this. What does that mean? And she was like, well, basic black, And I said, but the heavy, she said, just a black cold brew.
Yeah.
I said, nothing else? She said, yep, nothing else. And I was
You
like,
talk to the experts.
I said, okay. And then Starbucks was like, we'll see you soon. And I'm like, okay. And I feel bad. I felt bad for lying. And then he went over to Big V, and apparently, he just said a black cold brew. And
People that know. When it's
I have
when it's
no
all
clue.
for the effect, it's people get it.
I had a partner named Summer, sweet girl. We worked together. She was an EMT, I was a paramedic. And I said, I was going to get you a drink. She said, can you get me Starbucks? And she gave me this order, and it was probably really easy, like a chai latte, something or other with.
No fat whip.
I don't know. No, probably even more simple than that. But I was like, hey, I need to write this down. Right? So she was just like, okay.
You have to speak vernacular
So
to
she
it.
wrote, I wrote it down, and then some of the things I wrote down phonetically.
Yeah.
I'm acting like I'm writing. 1,
Yeah,
not even
exactly.
right-handed. 2, did it in my phone. That's how weird I am. I'm actually acting out something that doesn't exist at all. So I type it in my phone, and then I go to Starbucks right there.
Too nervous.
Harris Teeter.
Yeah.
And I start reading this thing. And now the girl behind the counter is like, what is this guy's deal? Like, is he messing with me? Because nobody can believe that I know nothing about coffee. When I was 35 or 36, my friend Kevin's wife, Linda, hi Linda, got me a Starbucks gift card because Facebook was like, say happy birthday to Ben, get him a Starbucks gift card. Now, I don't know what put me on the Starbucks algorithm. But she goes, okay. So she gets it for me. I'm like, thanks, Linda. And I'm like, I don't know shit about coffee. So I go to 5 Points down by in Columbia here. And I'm like, okay. So I go to Starbucks. I'm like, hey, I don't drink caffeine. So like, what is here for me? And they're like, well, you can do a Frappuccino. It's pretty much just like a vanilla bean Frappuccino. It's like a milkshake.
Right.
And I said, okay, I'll do one of those. So I'm taking a picture. I'm like taking a picture so I can put it on Facebook and thank Linda for the awesome birthday gift.
Right.
This college girl comes over. Some girl 21, I'm 35. She goes, admiring your drink? And I go, it's actually my first Starbucks. And she stops dead in her tracks. She goes, excuse me? And I said, yeah, it's the first time I've ever had Starbucks. She goes, were you born in America? And I said, yeah. And she goes, how old are you? And I said, it's my 35th birthday today. She's like dumbfounded. She goes, can I take a picture with you? And I go, sure.
This guy just had his first
so
Starbucks.
I take a picture with her, and she's like, make sure you hold the drink up. So I know I was on this girl's Instagram or whatever. Yeah. Can you believe this old son of a bitch? He's never had Starbucks before. I met an alien today.
Yeah.
I swear, that was
Maybe
the weirdest
why.
thing.
She wanted to see if you would show up in the picture.
She was walking by, and she stopped. You could almost hear her shoes skid on the sidewalk. It was like, skirt. Were you born in America? I mean, she was immediately like, I don't even understand what's happening right now.
She said America, not this planet.
Well, that's true, too.
International.
That's true. Were you born in America? I said, yeah. How old are you? Like, she was trying to dissect me. Yep. That's how much I don't know about coffee. So thank you for an interesting
yeah.
And also thank you for I might roll with it. But I have to be honest, probably with donuts, because the sugar
it's way better with donuts.
Sugar from the donuts is like it's a perfect thing, because it's just having that with more sugar, or having that with like, it's kind of just like the bitterness. It's like kind of having milk. Kind of having milk and donuts with a little bitterness.
That's the latte. That's what the latte is. A lot of milk.
It's pissing you off too. I can tell.
No. I mean, you enjoy your milk. You know?
No, I'm not mad about it at all. Enjoy your milk, weirdo. Man, I had a blast hanging out with you today, man.
Yeah.
Can I get a couple more of those?
Dude, please.
Those awesome donuts before we split.
Yeah. Well, these are all yours anyway.
Oh my
gosh. I'm not taking these back with me.
Bridget and Mom are going to be so happy.
Can't keep these around me.
So you got any kids?
No kids. Two dogs. Like
Okay.
I say, I got a cat and a wife.
How's the wife like this donut?
So she's the donut mommy.
Oh, okay. So she's totally awesome with it.
She's she does great. So she does a lot of the weekday events.
Awesome.
She does all the stuff down at the hospital. So we do We do some like open services as well. So
what do you do down at the hospital? You're on the Greenway on Doty?
Greenway, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're there most Tuesdays. We kind of flip-flop between the Horseshoe and then the actual Greenway. So the Horseshoe.
That's MUSC, by the way.
Yeah,
for those
MUSC.
watching.
So you can
MUSC
find
has
us
a
most
Greenway.
Tuesdays there.
Used to be a nice way to get to the hospital until they blocked it off, and now we got to take B Street for everything.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
Calhoun,
that's the
and
woe.
it's like
That's the woe of a paramedic.
Mhm. Yeah.
You only know it because you tried to navigate a truck down there.
Yeah.
Tried doing it in a in a Mercedes Sprinter ambulance, because you
Oh,
know all
wow.
the ambulances are vans now, right?
Yeah.
Box trucks are pretty much nothing anymore.
Right. They're all
Americans
campers
are getting
now.
bigger, and the ambulances to take them to the hospital are getting smaller. Explain.
It's rapid, you know. It's because everything else is filling in. You got to be able to still, you know, get within the parking spots, I guess.
That's true too.
But yeah, we do those. So she helps out on the truck. She's got her own fan base, you know. So people make sure that they come and
She's
hang
a
out
donut
with
mommy.
Donut Mommy at MUSC on Tuesdays. Yeah, we both like having, you know, this awesome, you know, opportunity to just entertain people. Like I said, I think that's like our biggest thing is entertaining. So yeah, she does great.
That's pretty
Everybody's,
awesome, man.
Everybody's very happy. Dogs are happy. Maybe one day we'll have kids, but
I mean,
as of right
a
now,
kid born into this life.
yeah.
Do you understand?
What would they look like? You know,
No, I'm just saying, like a kid born into like
a donut life.
a donut life.
Yeah.
Like that would be like, oh
Do you
my
think
God.
it'd be too much of a good thing?
That's true too. You
You
got to think
know?
of it from that other side.
Yeah. We would have to limit. I mean, like this could be an everyday thing.
Why was that so funny to you?
What do you mean?
I said a kid born into this life and born into a donut life. Why does that make you laugh?
No, I mean, it's just like, that would be a problem for me.
Yeah.
Right, for me too, but I'm thinking like,
It would take a lot
not
of
be...
self-control needed.
Right. I think it'd be good lessons in moderation early.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a psychology major, so he's going to break it down.
Break it down for us, you know? What would this kid look like by the time he was 13, you know?
In the human growth and development,
He'd be
plus
around a lot of
donuts.
happy people, though. I mean, that's like one good thing is they would be always surrounded by people that are saying, wow, I love your donuts. So,
Right. People genuinely happy
yeah.
or feeling nostalgic or feeling like
Yeah.
a kid again themselves. So
At
they
fun
probably would talk
events.
to him very encouragingly or very funny. Like the nostalgia would probably create a really good. See, your donuts are more than just donuts. They're psychologically
They're powerful.
enhancing.
Yeah.
You know, they're powerful,
Yeah.
enhancing. And yeah, I just imagine being born like it's Homer Simpson
Yeah.
when he was screwing around with time travel. And they did like the butterfly effect thing where he went back in the dinosaur, he stepped on a butterfly or whatever. And then he came back and life was all weird and everybody, you know, everybody had this going on. It was like all these different variations. And he would go back and he would do something else and come back and it would change and change. So finally he comes back and they were just like, hello, father, you know, and the whole place like a mansion. Kids are proper. They talk to him with respect. And he goes, oh my gosh, like you feel like I got the perfect life now. So he sits down and he goes, may I please have a donut? And they go, what's a donut? And he goes, ah! He screams and runs off. As soon as he leaves,
So it's not
Marge
perfect.
looks out the window and goes, oh, it's raining again. And it's raining donuts. He had already left. So
Man.
that's what I imagine, man.
Yeah.
That perfect life.
Yeah, it's the perfect
you know?
life.
The kid just born and just like doesn't ever have to like discover a donut. They just exist in
Yeah.
their world.
It's gonna be raining donuts. It's kind of the perfect world, I guess. Yeah.
Donuts. The little machine just kicking them out. But I mean, the thing about it, I mean, that'd be cool for a little kid, right? I mean, because
It would
here's the
definitely be.
thing. For most
Yeah.
kids, they discover donuts. For that kid, what's then their discovery?
I don't know.
Right. So if they
Sushi?
grew up in a world of donuts. The
Yeah.
first time they have something like sushi, they'll be like, wow. See, that's neat.
How do they get all the fish into the
How-
rice?
Oh my gosh.
How do they do
They
it?
tuck it in. They must tuck it in piece by piece. And they probably have a machine like Daddy has. Where
Yeah.
like they come out the conveyor and the fish jump in and it flips and it
It catches the fish, puts it into there.
they think everything's automated. You created this kid who
I mean, I'm
thinks
sure by
everything
the
is
time
automated.
that kid is, coming up,
By the time you have kids,
probably robots.
everything will be
But
automated.
he's already used to robots. and then we have one on the truck. You know,
You have a robot on the truck?
I mean that's kind of what they
You
call them.
will.
Is it's a
You will.
donut robot.
Oh, really?
It does like the flipping. I mean, essentially, as long as you give it what it needs, it'll
That's
just
so
make
cool.
donuts.
That's so cool. Like I said, you saw it on the screen because I
Yeah.
went there. I went there and saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be so great. Like, I love how it's just evolving now into like, what? I mean, but what about? But what about? But that's cool. We'll let's see. Let's end on something not about the future of the robot takeover
No
and
more
children.
AI robot.
No more AI flyers. Let's find something really good to end on. So for you,
For me.
what is a what is a great you talk about seeing the crowd, seeing everybody react. Like, what is just like the all perfect experience with it? Like, you pull the donut, you do it, you hand it. Like, what is like when you think of, man, if every interaction could go like this, what is the one that like just really sticks out with you?
So just creating the whole picture.
Yeah, just create me
I
one
think
picture
I
of
think
a,
like the coolest thing about our product is that we could have 3 generations come up. You know, little kid, mother, grandmother, all come up to the truck. They're all gonna have the exact same reaction. I think that's like the perfect scenario for me. Is like seeing everybody just intermingling. You know, just having like the perfect reaction to having a donut. I think that's what I like about it the most is that, you know, I say everybody loves donuts. It's just I don't think you cannot like a donut. It's like you might not eat them, you might avoid them, but I think inside
sure.
everybody loves
Yeah,
donuts.
absolutely agree
So
with that.
I would say that's like the perfect thing for us. You know,
Oh,
we
and
do.
then the switcheroo. The kid and the mom and they
Yeah.
all 3 got different flavor, and then they try
Yeah.
like, oh, you have to try this.
You
And then
haven't had this one
The
yet?
switch when they all
Yeah.
start switching amongst themselves, and you
Yeah.
just get to watch
I think that
3
that's
generations.
right. And you can picture that, you know,
You
like
can.
if you had a taco, you know, the little kid's gonna want like a chicken tender taco with just cheese, and then the
Right.
parent's gonna want like maybe some, you know, some other elements, and then the grandma's gonna just want it to be mushy because they don't have any teeth left. You know, like
That's right.
they all need a different taco. Whereas,
But they're not going to trade up most likely. They're going to stick with what they
Exactly.
like.
yeah,
But on something like this, they go, oh my gosh,
It's for
have you tried
everybody.
this one? And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, let me try this one.
yeah,
Or, oh,
and they're
man.
mini, so you can share.
Yeah.
So
And not
that's
feel
like,
bad about it.
I would say that's like, you know, thing that I get most out of our experience that we get to give is, you know, it's just a fun time. It's a good experience for everybody, and like I said, we get along with all the other trucks. You know, we get along with all the coffee trucks, the biscuit trucks. We got to talk about trucks.
Of course.
Wait, so what's your favorite food truck in town?
My favorite food truck in town?
Yeah.
I haven't really been to a lot of food trucks as of late. I mean, I saw one last night. It was a Greek, or 2 nights ago, it was a Greek truck. They had little mini Euros and stuff. They were
Uh-huh.
pretty cool. No, like I said, that's why I want to get into food trucks. I want to know more about them. I did like the one who was doing the brisket mac and cheese.
Was
there
it the
one.
Mac Daddy?
Mac Daddy? Yeah, the Mac Daddy had
They
a
hang
brisket
out
mac
over in
and
Mount
cheese.
Pleasant a lot?
Yep. They were outside of
Yep.
Two Blokes
Yep.
Brewing. I had a Mac Daddy, the brisket mac and cheese. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
And they had then another one had like the street corn or whatever,
Okay.
the elote or whatever. I forget who
Are
that
you
was.
primarily out in Mount Pleasant?
I used to be.
Okay.
I used to work right in that area there.
Right.
But now
That's a great little hot spot right there between there and Hobcall.
yeah, now we see whatchamacallit, House of Brews is nearby us.
Okay.
And Palmyra and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So I'll see the different trucks outside of there.
Yeah.
Every now and again when we're just like, hey, you feel like cooking tonight? Because I'm driving past this truck. You want to
Yeah.
just get this? So that's usually when I see like
They have good
Chicken
ones there.
Fats, Drunk Tony's, Braised and Glazed, who are actually going to be on the show.
Awesome.
I'm talking with them.
Shout out Brazen Glaze for their chili cheese dogs. I may or may not be the chili cheese dog eating champion
She told me you were.
from Brazen Glaze.
She told me you were.
Yeah.
I said I was having you on, and she said
Yeah.
he's our chili dog eating champion.
That was maybe the most epic day.
I told you. She
Yeah.
told me.
So I'm into snacks, you know.
Oh, that's so awesome.
But,
Because we'll talk about you'll wind up getting Second Life
those are
too.
some
We'll
of
talk
my
about you
favorites.
again when they come on.
Yeah. So they're all great trucks. I got to give a shout out to Carson from Biscuit Shed.
Biscuit Shed.
Yeah.
Okay,
He actually used to
Biscuit Shed.
pop up like right across the street from here. He does a lot of the like cafes, but he also goes downtown. Absolute best biscuit you'll
Okay.
ever have.
Biscuit Shed.
Papa Grandes for tacos and empanadas. They're
I
also
love
like,
empanadas.
you know, they're at mostly festivals, but then big into weddings and things like that. Who else do I love? I think we already said Rebel.
Yeah, Rebel.
And then
Taqueria.
Best Burger.
Best.
Best Burger.
Best.
Who do you think is the best
Oh
burger?
gosh. On a food truck, I don't know. In town, gosh. I did like when Smash Burger came. Who was
Smash
that one?
City?
Smash City. I did think they were pretty good.
He's good.
I had one the other night. There's little ones. They were really good. God, who was it? If you say the name, it'd probably be
They're
them.
little?
They were small. But like I said, everything was small at this event, so maybe they aren't normally small. But they were these little smash sliders.
So that's probably Smash City.
That was it.
He was at that event. I think he won either best food truck or he ran for a lot of them.
Got you. So I think I had that.
Jeremy,
and it was amazing.
he's a real guy. I mean, he works, man. He's all over the city now. He's got his hot dog concept at Frontier Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the truck. He got a new truck. He has the restaurant. I mean, he's a hustler, man.
Can't wait.
But I got to shout out Cam. Cam Blackout Burger. If you've not had a Blackout Burger, it will change your life. Very
Listen,
simple.
Everybody who got a mention.
Yeah. We'll make sure they get in touch.
Oh, please.
If you have
this
the Blackout
chair.
Burger, yeah, man, that's the.
How comfortable is that chair?
This is like the most comfortable
That's
chair.
what I'm saying. It's the most comfortable
I
chair.
have lumbar support.
Come
you know.
on.
This is like the best place to sit.
That's what I'm saying. So
Best
come
seat in
on
the
and
house.
hang with us.
Yeah. Bring your snacks.
Bring your snacks. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
My friend. It has been a
Awesome.
fucking blast. Let's cheers up. Let's cheers
Yeah.
let's cheers a French toast and let's cheers a coffee.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll end on that note. Any excuse to get another French toast going on.
Here, you can get that
All
one.
right, that's cool.
Yeah, you go off of that one. Cheers.
Dave, famous Dave.
Cheers.
The most famous Dave I personally know. Cheers to you, sir. Your
That was
social
great.
media, Donut Daddy SC.
Yep.
All right, so middle camera, Donut Daddy SC on Instagram.
That's right.
Is it the same across all, or you're mostly Instagram?
I'm primarily Instagram. All my Instagram goes to Facebook. You can find our schedule on Facebook. That's a better place to see exactly where we're going to be for our public events. It'll post like the day before, day of, week of, like the full entire list of all of our events. So if you're looking to find out where we're going to be, Facebook is a great thing. That's Donut Daddy, not the guy with his shirt off. We can talk about that later. And then for Instagram, you'll see what we're doing. So little skits, but also our like flavor of the month and a lot of different things.
Profile picture looks like that. It's
Yeah.
got that words on it on the
Yep.
Instagram.
All full of sprinkles.
There you go.
And again, not the guy with his shirt off, because that's a different thing.
I'm gonna look it up.
You got to look it up.
Is it gonna put me on a list or anything, on a watch list or
I don't
something?
know, man.
Oh Jesus.
No, he does a lot of slapping of dough,
Okay.
caressing
Okay.
dough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not me. I don't want you to think like
No.
we're related.
He loves the mini donuts, but he does not love
Yeah,
the mini donuts.
yeah. No, these are sacred vessels, you know?
Well, please find Dave Magdeburger. I
Yeah.
did it again, didn't I?
That's
I got
perfect.
it right. Magdeburger.
Yeah.
Find him at Donut Daddy SC. Also, like I said, he said where to find his events. Check out the events. Go out to
Live
one.
events.
I mean, you very well could find me at one because I definitely, anytime I'm there and he's there, I'll be right there. So
That's right.
if you stop by the truck, you see this big guy standing there, you just say, "Hey, is this the place?" Of course it's the place. I can't step away from this place. So it's so good, man. Thank you so much for bringing your donuts
Well,
here.
thank
you
you.
for snacking yakking with me.
Yeah.
Everybody, come back next Monday. I will have another guest, but they won't have donuts, so I'll be a little sad for the opening, but I'll get to it. I'll get better. And you guys have a good time. All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Love you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment, follow, and share. And we'll see you back here next week for some more Snackin' Yakkin.